Former Pakistan President and Army Chief General Pervez Musharraf's funeral was held today in Karachi. It was attended by several retired and serving military officers along with Mr. Musharraf's relatives. Among the notable attendees present at the funeral were current Joint Chiefs of Staff General Sahir Shamsad Mirza, former Army Chief Qamar Javed Bajwa and former ISI Chief General Shuja Pasha. Musharraf passed away on the 5th of February in Dubai after prolonged illness. The former president was living in the UAE since 2016 in self-exile to avoid criminal charges back home. Musharraf seized power after a bloodless military coup in October 1999, ousting the elected government of the then Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. He ruled Pakistan till 2008 as chief executive and president. The former army chief is also considered as the architect of the 1999 Kargil war between India and Pakistan. Let's go back to my colleague and our Pakistan Bureau Chief, Anas Malik, for more on this story. Anas, while he was one of the most powerful military and political figures in the history of Pakistan, clearly his legacy, Musharraf's legacy, is a deeply polarizing and contested one. And there were a lot of questions being asked about what kind of a funeral would be held for the former army chief and president of Pakistan. Take us through the details of the funeral that was held in Karachi today.
Well, a legacy in Pakistan's historic books, a legacy in Pakistan's history book, a chapter has come to an end, good or bad. That is upon one how they perceive it. Musharraf, General retired Pervez Musharraf, was considered as a force to reckon with. He was seen as somebody very, very powerful. He took the charge, the baton of command of the country through a bloodless coup by imposing emergency in October 1999, roughly a year and 5 days after being appointed as the army chief by the then Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. He then again had abrogated the constitution in 2007, on the 3rd of November 2007, when he imposed emergency again and sent the then judiciary home, quite literally sent them home. In between, his tenure had been marred with a lot of controversies, be that be the LFO, be that be the rise of terrorism, or his decision to ally with the US. So there can probably be a book written on Musharraf, General retired Musharraf's time, good or bad. As I said, it depends on how one want to see it. But this was particularly a military funeral and not a state-led funeral. We saw former services chiefs, including General retired Qamar Javed Bajwa, the recent chief of the army staff. He was present in Karachi. He attended the funeral prayers. The current chairman, pardon me on that, the current chairman, Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee, General Sahir Shamsad Mirza was also there. Former ISI chiefs, General Shuja Pasha and Zahirul Islam, they were there as well. General Pervez, the former chief of the army staff. Prominent politicians such as Imran Ismail, Dr. Farooq Sattar and others, they were there as well. His body was brought in yesterday through a chartered flight from the UAE, and today, in a very short while, we'll be seeing the burial taking place. But the funeral prayers have been offered, and as I said, as I said at the beginning, that a chapter in Pakistan's history books, good or bad, depends on how one would want to see it. It definitely comes to an end today with Musharraf, General retired Musharraf's funeral taking place.
All right, an important chapter in Pakistan's history coming to an end today with General Musharraf's funeral. Thanks very much, Anas, for getting us all those details from Islamabad.